Number 1, do you have any hidden talents? These aren't necessarily that hidden because I used to do them for content and professionally, but I don't do it anymore. But I was a magician, a juggler. I used to do acrobatics, like I used to do backflips and stuff. I can shove a 4-inch nail up my nose. I can eat a light bulb. I want to show it. Ready? Yeah. There we go. Eating a light bulb takes a lot of cleanup, so we're not doing that, but I'm not doing a backflip either, because last time I did that I broke my ankle. Have you ever seriously considered quitting social media? No, because I'm a psychopath that enjoys failing at things. I did social media for like 8 years before it like really took off in any serious way. It took me 8 years to get 40,000 subscribers, and it took me like a year and a half to get 800,000. So it's been a nice ride for the last year and a half, but the 8 years before that was pretty rough. At no point during that did I seriously consider stopping. I had a lot of times where I was like, am I wasting my life? Like, should I just cut my losses? And like, I've been doing it so long, does that mean I should keep going because all that time would be for nothing? Or should I stop so that I don't waste any more of my time, if that makes sense? But never once was that like a serious thing. I always was like, I'm just gonna keep doing it until I figure it out. There's no other alternative. If you could find out one thing about your future, what would it be? I'm a hopeless romantic. I wanna know who the frick I'm marrying. But I don't wanna know when I die. That scares me. I don't wanna know anything like that. I think life is an adventure. I don't want to know anything about the future normally. What advice would you have for someone who wants to be a social media creator? I could make a 2-hour video on this. You don't have to be perfect, because and don't compare yourself to other creators. It's so easy nowadays to hear all the advice and to hear like every video needs to be this epic, insane, perfect video, and that will paralyze a lot of people. I know that it really affected me mentally. For years, I would just try to make the best video possible, which is great advice, and you should try to make a really, really good video if you're really wanting to do this, but it should not override the fact that you're having fun and you're creating something that you believe in. To create something good and happy and fun, it doesn't have to be perfect. So there's like a balance of like comparing yourself to Mr. Beast and all these creators and seeing like they're making like the top tier, insane, best videos ever, and then listening to their advice, which is do what we're doing, you know, and then looking at yourself with 20 subscribers and no money and trying to make something that's that good. You're never gonna be able to do that. Find what works for you. I say social media is trying a bunch of things until seeing what works and then doubling down on it. Always try something new, but always make it something that you enjoy and love, and make sure that you're enjoying your life before you enjoy YouTube. I used to make YouTube videos because I enjoyed my life so much and I wanted to share it with other people, and then it eventually got to the point where I was more obsessed with making perfect videos on YouTube where I wasn't enjoying my life as much. So it was like life came first and then YouTube was a reflection of that, but at some point along the way those two things kind of got swapped and I was viewing my entire life through YouTube. That's unhealthy. Make sure you enjoy your life, but then also enjoy YouTube. It's okay if you're not perfect. What are your favorite movies of all time? This makes sense now because I make content about movies. So my top 2 are The Avengers followed by The Greatest Showman, and I just recently went viral for having this opinion and a lot of people make fun of me. Enjoy the movies you want to enjoy. I love The Avengers because I'm a Marvel guy. I love The Greatest Showman because of the circus and magic, and it means a lot to me, and I've shared it with my friends and family, and the music is great. I also like The Emperor's New Groove. I like About Time. I like Everything Everywhere All at Once. I like a bunch of movies. What is one of your most embarrassing moments? Middle school, music appreciation class. Got 3 girls behind me. They're mad cute, you know what I'm saying? Talking with my best friend, okay? My buddy Colin, all right? Now the teacher said, we're by 2 other classrooms and we're done for the day. So my teacher's like, hey, y'all can talk, y'all can chill, y'all can do whatever you want, but just be quiet. So don't like talk out loud, all right? So me and Colin, we're good guys, right? So we follow instructions, and instead of talking out loud, like the teacher told us to, we start passing a note. And in this note, I'm like, yo, Alexis, Julianne, and Bailey looking mad cute today. It was homecoming week. They were dressed as Powerpuff Girls. The teacher, being a complete jerk face, took the note up, okay? So I am following her instructions, not talking. She takes it up, reads it to the entire class for no reason. I didn't do anything wrong. And she reads it while the girls are right behind. I wanted to die. And I hate her because there was no reason to do that. And I went home very sad that day. What's your biggest pet peeve? Okay, I don't know if this counts as a pet peeve because it's not like humans, but any inanimate object doing anything I don't want it to do. I've lost my keys, my laptop isn't loading, the Wi-Fi isn't working. Like right before we filmed this, I put a battery in the camera camera, it looked like it was fully charged, and then like 2 seconds before we started filming, it was like low battery. Like what? Like you're designed to tell me how much battery you have, and you're doing it improperly. Like humans don't bother me that much because like they're imperfect, right? They're gonna mess up, they're gonna frustrate me, that's not that big of a deal. But when you're literally made to do a certain thing and you don't do it as an inanimate object, that really ticks me off. Things that are not alive are my pet peeves. What's your favorite birthday memory? So just recently, I'm gonna say this one because it's the most recent birthday I had. I used to do videos where I would kidnap people. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I would kidnap my friends, and that's not illegal. If they're your friends, it's still illegal? Okay. Well, I would kidnap my friends, and I would like make them do like an escape room, and like they wouldn't know what was happening, and it was this really elaborate, like immersive thing. So I don't really do those videos anymore, but for my birthday, I got kidnapped. My friends came into my room like early in the morning and put a bag over my head, and they took me to Universal, and they took the bag off my head like right at the Universal gates, and then we like spent the day at Universal, so that was really fun. What would be the one superpower you would choose to have? I know this might be a cop-out answer, but if I could just be Spider-Man, like I know that's like a few superpowers like mixed into one, but if I could just be him, then I would be him. But if I had to choose like one superpower, it might be teleportation, because I would love to be like, you know, I'm in Tokyo like right now, or I'm hungry, I'm at McDonald's right now. So, or I miss my family. Maybe I should start with that one. It's a little more wholesome than getting a McNugget. Yeah, I would like to see my family and teleport back to Alabama or something. What's your favorite video that you've ever posted? That's a really hard one. I have a couple. I really like the podcast that I'm doing now. I feel like it's really helping people. But that's kind of just a whole conglomerate. I'm really, really enjoying that right now because we've gotten a lot of like wholesome messages of people saying that they're really enjoying that and having fun. But if I had to pick one singular video, it's a video called Magic for Smiles. So I went to a college campus and I did magic for strangers and basically counted every time anyone smiled and then like tabulated like how many smiles I created that day. And it was a really wholesome video. It didn't do fantastic, obviously. None of my videos used to do good at all. So, but that's still my channel trailer right now, even though I don't really do magic anymore, because that's kind of like why I started the channel, was to go out and like make people smile in person and with the videos, and it has like a nice message along with the video and stuff like that. So I really like that one. When did you first go viral? So a couple answers here. The first, I only had one video ever do well in that 8-year period where I just like sucked at social media. I started in 2014 and I didn't really gain any real subscribers until like a year and a half ago. But I did have one video in the middle of all that get 3 million views. Like it got like 1 million and then leveled off for like 7 months and then got another 2.5 million or something. And the video is called Escaping Handcuffs from Real Cop. I mean, it's exactly, I got a cop that I kind of knew to put me in handcuffs and I picked them with a paperclip. And it was like an offhand, like throwaway video that's 4 minutes long that I didn't really even think about. And after 6 years of making videos, that's the one that popped off and went viral. It was very strange. I also had some other escape videos, straight jacket escapes, kind of like that, get some hundreds of thousands of views. So that was cool. The first time I went viral on TikTok was I did a Disney trivia video with my friend Cal. And it got 2 million views, and then I posted another one the next day and it got 1 million views. And that's when I decided, I was like, oh, this trivia thing about movies and stuff kind of works, so I doubled down on it. Who were the first creators you followed on social media? Tobuscus was one that I followed a long time ago. Philip DeFranco, some like big OG guys like that, Jacksepticeye. People a little bit more closer to my niche were Daniel Fernandez and Stuart Edge. They were both magicians that did videos out in public with people, and they were kind of at the top of my list that inspired me to actually do YouTube videos myself. Do you see social media as your long-term career path? If not, what could you see yourself doing? Absolutely. There's no way that a psychopath like me does it for a decade basically, and fails at it for the vast majority of that, and then finally finds success with it, that I'm gonna quit now, you know what I mean? So it's always been my goal to do it professionally and help people through my videos, so that's what I hope to continue to do. Obviously social media changes every 5 seconds, and I don't know what I'll be doing in 5 to 10 years, but hopefully it's something similar to this. If I wasn't doing social media, I'd still be entertaining somehow. I'd be a professional magician, I'd be an actor, I'd be some sort of circus entertainer, something like that probably. Which one of your accomplishments are you proudest of? I'm gonna go two. I'm gonna go with one about numbers and then one that's super wholesome and makes me seem like a good guy. The first one is I'm at 983,000 subscribers right now. I expect to hit 1 million within the next week or two at the time I'm filming this. So when I hit that, that will be an extremely proud accomplishment. It's an accomplishment and like a milestone I've been trying to get to for all of my adult life and almost all of my teenage life, so basically almost over a third or half of my life. That's definitely going to be up there. Right now, hold on. I do have this one, which is 100K. So I'll just say this is the only one I can show right now. In a couple weeks, I'll have a gold-colored one, and it'll be great. So this, apart from that, my proudest accomplishment is anytime I get a message that says any of my videos helped someone. I've gotten a couple. I've gotten a lot, actually, especially since starting the podcast. But there have been a couple, like one or two, mainly one, that like meant a lot to me. So that made me cry, like more than anything has ever made me cry ever in my life, was a message about me helping someone through like the darkest time in their life, and they had been a fan for a while, and it kind of made, I had done YouTube for a really, really long time at that point. And it's really depressing to constantly try and do one thing ever, and it's all you think about all the time from when you wake up to when you go to bed is trying to be like successful and like good at this one thing, and the only thing you're ever shown is that you're not good and successful at it, because no one watches and anything like that. So when I got a message from someone that said like, hey, your videos helped me still be alive, basically, it kind of made all the failing worth it. So I would say that is also one of my proudest accomplishments and makes everything good and happy and worth doing. So cool, that's me. That's Andrew Parker, aka Wafellow. Go follow me on everything and go follow the podcast, and I'll see you over there.